Okay, now when I say go, ready?
Yeah.
Go! I won't go.
Released on August 6, 2003, Freaky Friday is a Disney body swap comedy about a stressed-out psychiatrist and her teenage daughter who, after eating fortune cookies at a Chinese restaurant, wake up the next morning in each other's bodies. What follows is a mother navigating homework, a rock band, and a high school crush, while her daughter discovers that running a therapy practice and planning a wedding is considerably harder than it looks. The film grossed $160 million worldwide on a $26 million budget, and the lead actress was cast just 4 days before filming began. So where did the cast end up? Jamie Lee Curtis was born on November 22, 1958 in Los Angeles, the youngest daughter of two of Hollywood's most recognizable stars, Tony Curtis and Janet Leigh. Her father was the son of Hungarian Jewish immigrants who changed the family name from Schwartz. Her mother starred in Psycho. Their parents divorced when she was 4, and she rarely saw her father growing up. She later developed an addiction to Vicodin and alcohol in the late 1980s after having plastic surgery following a careless comment a cameraman made about her eyes on set. She became sober in 1999. She married British director Christopher Guest in 1984, reportedly after seeing his photo in Rolling Stone and announcing she was going to marry him, and they later adopted 2 children. Their daughter Ruby came out as transgender in 2020, and Curtis has been a vocal advocate ever since. When the original lead fell through for this film, and producer Nina Jacobson suggested Curtis based on her performance in True Lies, she nearly turned it down because she was a parent and thought the material too broad. She said yes. She plays Dr. Tess Coleman, the psychiatrist mother, a composed professional who, once trapped in her daughter's teenage body, discovers that high school is genuinely terrifying. After Freaky Friday, Jamie Lee Curtis continued the Halloween franchise, won the Golden Lion Honorary Award at Venice in 2021, and then delivered one of the most unexpected performances of her career, an abrasive IRS agent in the absurdist sci-fi comedy Everything Everywhere All at Once, 2022. It was her first Oscar nomination. She won. She later won an Emmy for a guest appearance as an alcoholic mother on The Bear in 2023. Disney named her a Disney Legend in 2024. She reprised Tess Coleman in Freakier Friday, 2025, which she also co-produced. She is 67 years old as of March 2026. Mark Harmon was born on September 2nd, 1951, in Burbank, California. His father, Tom Harmon, won the Heisman Trophy in 1940 and later became a prominent sports broadcaster. His sister, Kristen Nelson, was married to rock and roll pioneer Rick Nelson before his death in a plane crash in 1985. Mark became the starting quarterback at UCLA, received offers from several NFL teams, and chose acting instead. In 1985, People magazine named him their sexiest man alive. In 1996, he used a sledgehammer to break through the windshield of a burning car outside his home and pull 2 teenage boys to safety. He fell for Pam Dauber, Mindy from Mork and Mindy, after getting her number from a mutual friend, cold calling her and asking if they could just have coffee instead of a group outing. She picked up the phone while he was leaving the message. They married in 1987. He plays Ryan, the fiancé Anna resents, the man trying to enter a family that hasn't finished grieving. After Freaky Friday, Mark Harmon went straight into NCIS, 2003 to 2021, playing Special Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs for 18 seasons and becoming one of the most watched actors on American television. His son, Sean, born 1988, played a younger version of Gibbs in NCIS flashback episodes. When Mark stepped back from the show in 2021, he and Sean co-produced the prequel series NCIS Origins 2024, with Mark narrating and making cameo appearances as the older Gibbs, and Sean serving as executive producer. He reprised Ryan in Freakier Friday 2025, and has been writing his 2023 book Ghosts of Honolulu, co-authored with a retired NCIS special agent, was a non-fiction account of a World War II double agent operation. He is 74 years old as of March 2026. If you're enjoying this look back at the Freaky Friday cast, hit that like button and subscribe. We release new Where Are They Now videos every week. Lindsay Lohan was born on July 2nd, 1986, in the Bronx, and grew up in Merrick and Cold Spring Harbor on Long Island, New York. Her father, Michael, a stockbroker, spent 2.5 years in prison for insider trading and criminal contempt when she was a child. She signed with Ford Models at age 3. She made her film debut at 11 in The Parent Trap, 1998, playing dual roles, a feat that announced her as something genuinely rare, a child actress with real technique. Her audition for this film was reportedly underwhelming, but her chemistry with Curtis and the success of The Parent Trap earned her the part anyway. She plays Anna Coleman, the 15-year-old guitarist whose grudge against her mother's fiancé masks a grief she hasn't fully named, the death of her father 3 years earlier. What happened next is one of the more documented stories in Hollywood. Lindsay Lohan became one of the defining teen stars of the 2000s with Mean Girls 2004, later ranked among the best film performances of the 21st century by The New Yorker, then spiraled into a decade of legal trouble, 2 DUI arrests in 2007, cocaine possession, 84 minutes served of a jail sentence in November of that year, 6 rehabilitation stints, and 20 court appearances by 2012. In 2014, she moved to Dubai, where she got sober and met financier Bader Shamas, a member of one of the 12 Kuwaiti Christian families. They married on April 3, 2022. Their son Luai was born in Dubai in July 2023. She has since returned to screens via Netflix's Falling for Christmas 2022, Irish Wish and Our Little Secret, both 2024, and a cameo in the Mean Girls musical film Freakier Friday 2025, released on August 8, 2025, was her first theatrical Disney release since 2005. She is 39 years old as of March 2026. Harold Gould was born Harold Vernon Goldstein on December 10, 1923, in Schenectady, New York, into a Jewish family. His father worked for the Postal Service. He was valedictorian of his high school class. He served in the United States Army during World War II and saw combat in France as part of a mortar battalion. After the war, he returned to school, earned a bachelor's degree in drama, then a master's and a PhD from Cornell University, and spent years teaching acting at the university level before deciding in the 1960s to become a professional actor himself. He received 5 Emmy Award nominations across a career that spanned nearly 50 years, appeared in over 300 television shows, and is best remembered as Miles Weber on The Golden Girls and Martin Morgenstern on Rhoda. In the original Happy Days pilot, he originated the role of Howard Cunningham, but had a prior stage commitment and had to decline when the series was greenlit, leaving the role to Tom Bosley. He had been married to his wife Leah for 60 years at the time of his death. He plays Grandpa Allen, the warmly bewildered patriarch watching 2 generations of his family inexplicably trade places. Harold Gould continued working until the very end of his life, making his final screen appearance on Nip Tuck in 2010. He died on September 11, 2010, of prostate cancer at the Motion Picture and Television Fund Retirement Community in Woodland Hills, California. He was 86 years old. He is survived by his 3 children and 5 grandchildren. Chad Michael Murray was born on August 24, 1981, in Buffalo, New York. His mother left when he was 10, and his father, Rex, an air traffic controller, raised him and his siblings. Murray moved to Los Angeles at 18 and modeled for Skechers, Tommy Hilfiger, and Gucci before landing acting roles on Gilmore Girls and Dawson's Creek. During the audition process for this film, Murray was instructed, or simply decided, to be deliberately cold and standoffish toward Lohan in order to authentically capture his character's discomfort. It worked. He plays Jake, the older teen Anna has a crush on, the one her mother in Anna's body immediately and enthusiastically approves of, to Anna's horror. The same year Freaky Friday came out, Chad Michael Murray was cast as Lucas Scott in One Tree Hill, 2003 to 2009, 2012, a role that made him one of the defining heartthrobs of the era. He married his One Tree Hill co-star Sophia Bush in April 2005 in Santa Monica. She filed for annulment in September 2005, citing fraud. That petition was denied, and the divorce was finalized in December 2006. He later married actress Sarah Romer in 2015 and moved back to Buffalo, where he has raised his family. He has spoken publicly about nearly quitting acting after One Tree Hill, saying the pressure during his formative years pushed him toward burnout. His mother passed away in 2024 before they had been able to fully reconcile. He has continued acting steadily, most recently starring in Sullivan's Crossing 2023 to present on CTV, and he reprised Jake in Freakier Friday 2025. He is 44 years old as of March 2026. Brian Malgarini was born on June 12, 1992, in Renton, Washington. His paternal grandmother was actress Gloria Malgarini, who inspired him to pursue acting as a child. The year before Freaky Friday, he appeared in a test film alongside Tom Hanks to help develop the performance capture technology that would be used in the Polar Express, a process where an actor's movements and facial expressions are digitally recorded with sensors to animate a computer-generated computer-generated character. He was 10 years old. He plays Harry Coleman, Anna's little brother, the kid who takes full comedic advantage of his sister suddenly acting like a confused adult trapped in a teenager's body. Ryan Malgarini went on to How to Eat Fried Worms, 2006, the CBS sitcom Gary Unmarried, 2008 to 2010, and Mike and Molly. His acting credits thinned in the mid-2010s as he shifted some focus to production, co-founding Via Veneto Productions with his uncle. He returned to Disney for Freakier Friday, 2025, to reprise Harry, now no longer the pestering little brother, but an adult character in his own right. He is 33 years old as of March 2026. Haley Duff was born on February 19, 1985, in Houston, Texas. She is the older sister of Hilary Duff. Their mother, Susan, became Hilary's manager and producer, co-executive producing A Cinderella Story and other projects. Haley began ballet at 8 and landed a role in the Houston Metropolitan Dance Company's production of The Nutcracker. The family relocated to Los Angeles to pursue the girls' acting careers. She plays Stacy Hinkhouse, the mean popular girl who makes Anna's life miserable at school, the role that requires her to sneer at Lindsay Lohan convincingly, which she does with complete commitment. The year after Freaky Friday, Haley Duff played Summer Wheatley in Napoleon Dynamite, 2004, a completely different brand of mean girl, more oblivious than malicious. She made her Broadway debut as Amber Von Tussle in Hairspray in 2006. In 2012, she launched the blog Real Girl's Kitchen, which became a cooking channel series in 2014. She started children's fashion line Little Moon Society in 2017. She has been engaged to businessman Matt Rosenberg since 2014, one of Hollywood's longer engagements, and they have 2 daughters together. She has moved increasingly into directing in recent years, helming Lifetime thrillers beginning in 2023. She is 41 years old as of March 2026. Christina Vidal was born on November 18, 1981, in Whitestone, Queens, New York City, of Puerto Rican descent. She attended LaGuardia High School, the performing arts school that inspired fame. Her sisters Lisa and Tanya are also actresses. She began acting as a child, with a small role in Todd Solondz's Welcome to the Dollhouse, 1995, and a lead in the Disney Channel movie Brink, 1998. She is best known from this era as the star of the Nickelodeon sitcom Taina, 2001 to 2002, playing a Puerto Rican teenager navigating a multi-generational household in Queens while pursuing her dreams as a performer. The Maddie role in Freaky Friday was originally offered to Kelly Osbourne, who passed. Vidal stepped in. She plays Maddie, Anna's best friend and fellow member of their garage rock band Pink Slip, and in the film's climactic House of Blues scene, it is Vidal who delivers the actual lead vocals on Take Me Away, not Lohan, whose guitar parts had been overdubbed by a professional musician. After Freaky Friday, Christina Vidal worked steadily across television for 2 decades, guest appearances on ER, House, Castle, Blue Bloods, and recurring roles in Code Black, Grand Hotel, The Terminal List, and The Shrink Next Door. When she got the call for Freakier Friday, 2025, she had just given birth to her 3rd child 4 months earlier. She said yes anyway. She re-recorded Take Me Away for the sequel's soundtrack and performed it with the reunited Pink Slip Band at the film's premiere at El Capitan Theater in July 2025. She is married to Marcus Mitchell. She is 44 years old as of March 2026. Stephen Tobolowski was born on May 30th, 1951, in Dallas, Texas, a family of Russian descent. He enrolled at Southern Methodist University, intending to study geology, until a production of The Crucible pulled him toward the theater department and never let him go. He has since appeared in more than 200 films and television productions. He co-wrote the David Byrne film True Stories with Byrne and playwright Beth Henley. While writing it, he told Byrne about his supposed psychic abilities, which inspired Byrne to write the Talking Heads song Radiohead for the film. When he was in a band in Dallas as a young man, the guitarist was a guy named Steve Vaughn, later known as Stevie Ray Vaughan. He was nominated for a Tony Award in 2002. He plays Mr. Bates, the exasperated English teacher who cannot understand why his normally miserable student Anna Coleman has suddenly become enthusiastic, cooperative, and suspiciously adult, because he has no way of knowing it is actually her mother sitting in that desk. Stephen Tobolowski is best known to audiences as Ned Ryerson, the relentlessly cheerful insurance salesman in Groundhog Day, 1993, whose face people recognize in every grocery store even if they can't place the name. He has worked continuously across 50 years. Thelma and Louise, Basic Instinct, Memento, Deadwood, Heroes, Glee, Silicon Valley, The Goldbergs, One Day at a Time, Lopez vs. Lopez. He hosts the long-running podcast The Tobolowski Files and has written 3 books of autobiographical storytelling. He returned as Mr. Bates in Freakier Friday, 2025. He is 74 years old as of March 2026. Freaky Friday was a movie about walking in someone else's shoes. Several of them, it turned out, had been doing exactly that their whole lives. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest Where Are They Now? Videos exploring your favorite casts from the past.